Hi, it's Bethany Norman from Live Well Yoga. We're going to try a slightly different style today. This is Vinyasa Flow, so it's slightly more energetic. So only try it if you're confident of your strength and flexibility. We're going to start standing with some slow and slightly more gentle sun salutes. So start at the front of your mat. Feet can be together or slightly apart, so about hip distance. Just facing your hands forwards. Just pausing here, take a rounded breath, relax the shoulders. And we exhale, just focus the gaze. And taking the arms up and overhead as you inhale. And rolling down into a forward fold, exhale. Just bringing your hands to your shins, extend through the spine, lengthen the back, inhaling. Releasing into your forward fold, exhale. Pressing into your feet, rolling up, taking arms overhead, inhaling. And circling hands to your heart, exhale. We'll do that one more time, arms raise, inhale. Rolling down, exhale. Hands to shins, extend the spine, inhaling. Releasing forward fold, exhale. Pressing into feet, rolling up, arms raise, inhale. Circling hands to heart, exhale. Now we'll move into a fuller sun salute, arms raise as you inhale. Rolling down as you exhale. Hands come to shins, lengthen the spine, inhale. And then stepping back to downward facing dog as you exhale. So just walk the hands and feet away from each other. We'll pause here. Maybe just walk it out, so moving the weight from foot to foot. Just for a few breaths. A little gentle to start with. And then taking an exhale. We lower knees down to the mat. Bringing the shoulders over the hands as you inhale, and then lower all the way down to the floor as you exhale. Just gently lift the hands and feet off the mat, really lengthen through the body. So you're not worried about how much you're coming up off the mat, it's more about length through the body. Inhaling and then release down, exhale. Doing that again, just see if you can hover the hands and feet off the floor, inhale. And release down, exhale. So length through the body, don't bunch the shoulders near the ears. Breathing in. And from here, place the hands down. We're going to come back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Pausing for a round of breath. And then you can walk your hands and feet together or step up to the front of the mat. Hands come to shins, lengthen the spine, inhale. Releasing to the forward fold, exhale. Pressing into feet, rolling up, inhaling. And circling hands to heart, exhale. The same again, arms raise, inhale. We'll roll down, exhale. Hands come to shins, lengthen the spine, inhale. And walking out to downward facing dog as you exhale. Take one round of breath here this time. And then you're coming out to a high plank as you inhale. Or you could place the knees down to the mat like we did last time. And then lower all the way to the floor, exhale. Hands and feet lift here, inhaling. And then gently release them down, exhale. Just once more, hands and feet lift on the inhale, and then we pull back to downward facing dog, exhaling. Pausing here, one round of breath. Walk or step up towards the front of the mat. Once you get there, coming to a spinal extension as you inhale, and releasing to the forward fold as you exhale. Pressing into your feet, roll up, taking the arms overhead, inhaling, And circling hands to your heart, exhale. Just pausing here for one round of breath. And then we'll just mix it up slightly. So we're going to come straight into chair pose now. So the knees bend, hips sitting back, arms sweep either out or up as you inhale. And let's just release back to standing, exhale. So to make sure you've got neutral pelvis, lower belly pulling in slightly. Again, chair pose, inhale. Releasing to stand, exhale. Into chair pose, inhaling. From here we're going to move on. So you're coming to that forward fold, exhale. Hands to shins, lengthen the spine, inhaling. Coming out to downward facing dog, exhale. Pause for a breath. Either knees down or floating it out to a high plank as you inhale. And then everyone together, lower the knees, and we'll come all the way to the floor, exhale. Just once now, hands and feet lift, inhaling. And we pull back to down dog, exhale. Take a breath here. We're going to come to a side plank onto the right. Sorry, my back's going to come towards you this first time. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? So onto the right, that left hand lifts, or you could have that right knee down. One round of breath. And then back into your high plank position as you inhale. And we take it to a side plank onto the left, that right hand lifts. Exhale, this is nicer. One round of breath. And then we're coming back to high plank, inhale. Let's take it to the floor, so lower knees, half chaturanga, lowering down, exhale. Hands and feet lift, inhaling. And we take it back to downward facing dog, exhale. Pausing here for a breath. A walk or step to the front of your mat. Spinal extension as you inhale. Releasing to the forward fold, exhale. Slowly rolling up, inhaling. And we take hands to heart, exhale. Pausing here for a round of breath. We're going to come back into that chair pose now. As you next take an inhale, and we're going to hold here for the exhale. Taking another breath in, you stay where you are, I'll just come to face you. And then we take hands to heart, exhale. Breathing in here and keeping your chair pose, but we're going to add in a twist. So you twist round to the right, and you could either try tucking that left elbow to right knee, or you could just bring left hand to right knee. Pause for a round of breath. And then releasing back to center on the inhale. Make sure knees are staying parallel and facing forwards, and then we twist to the left. So it's just the upper body moving as you exhale. And again, right elbow to the knee or right hand to knee, one round of breath. And we release back to center, back into chair, inhaling, into forward fold, exhale. Pausing now in your forward fold for a couple of rounds of breath. Just release the upper body, relax the head and neck. And then you're going to bring hands to shins, lengthen the spine here. Inhale. And we're going to walk out to downward facing dog, exhale. Pause here for a round of breath. I'm just going to scoot round. And then we're going to step the right foot through to lunge towards the front of the mat, taking a breath in. And then drop the back heel, so you're lining those heels up as you exhale. Pressing into the feet. We're going to lift to warrior two, inhale. And holding here, exhale. So a few breaths in your warrior two. Just take the gaze to the front fingers. Feet pressing into the mat. Strong legs. Remember that neutral pelvis. You might even just gently pull those lower belly muscles in. Relax the shoulders. from here, taking a breath in. We're going to come to side angle, so just legs stay exactly where they are. You're tilting yourself over to bring that right elbow to the right knee. Left arm lengthens up, or you could bring it over your head. You could, bring that right hand towards the floor if that's part of your practice. You just find the option that works best for you. And then pressing into your feet, you're going to come all the way back into Warrior Two. Inhale, and just hold here for the exhale. Going to windmill the arms down, lunge over that front foot, inhaling, and stepping back to down dog, exhale. Let's go through the vinyasa, so coming out to high plank as you inhale, and then dropping the knees lower to the mat, exhale. Hands and feet lift, inhaling, and pulling back to down dog, exhale. Take a round of breath. And then you're going to step the left foot through to lunge at the front of the mat. Inhale. And drop the back heel, exhale. Pressing into the feet, lifting. Warrior Two, inhale. And settling here as you exhale. Just a couple of rounds of breath. Breath in here, into that side angle position as you exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm straight up or over the head. Make sure you're not pressing too much with the elbow on the knee. You could almost just, have that arm floating around. It's the core muscles that are supporting you here. And we press into the feet, lift back up. Warrior Two, inhale, and just hold for the exhale. Windmilling the arms over to lunge, over the left foot, inhale. Step back to down dog, exhale. Pause for a round of breath. Then you're going to step forwards, or walk up to the front of the mat, spinal extension, inhale. Releasing to the forward fold, exhale. Let's come back into chair pose. So arms sweeping up or out, hips sitting back, lower belly in, breath in, and release to stand, exhale. Well done, just pause here, take a breath. And let's go chair pose again, just once this time, breath in, into the forward fold, exhale. Spinal extension, lengthen, inhaling. Stepping back to downward facing dog, exhale. One round of breath. And then it's the right foot stepping forwards, inhale. This time, just hold the feet as they are. So we've planted the right foot firmly to the floor. The back heel is lifted, and you want each foot in line with the hips. Pressing into the feet, lift into Chandrasana or Crescent Moon. Now you'll need a little bit of balance for this one. So just holding as nice and still and balanced as you can. Maybe focus the gaze on a point in front of you that's not moving. Really press as much as you can into that back leg. And breathe. And we're going to take it into a twist. So hands come to the heart here, inhaling, and you're going to twist to the right as you exhale. So again, like we did in our chair pose, you could bring that opposite elbow to knee, or you could just bring hands to knee, whatever feels best for you. Just pausing for a couple of breaths. Try and find some stability, some stillness. And then you're going to slowly place the hands back down to the mat as you inhale, and stepping back to down dog, exhale. Gently through the vinyasa. You could always hold here in down dog if you preferred, or if you're coming with me, Coming out to that high plank as you inhale. Lower the knees and come to the mat, exhaling. Hands and feet lift, inhale. And pulling back to down dog, exhale. Just pausing for a round of breath. And then with the left foot stepping through to lunge, inhale. And we hold here for the exhale. Maybe just walk the feet apart slightly. Remember, front foot, left foot firmly on the mat, but the back heel is lifted. We're going to press into the feet, lifting all the way up. Inhale. And hold here, exhaling. Just a couple of rounds of breath. Relax the shoulders if you need. Soften the face, soften the gaze. And then you can gently bring your hands together in front of your heart, and we twist around to the left as you exhale. Again, elbow to knee or opposite hand to knee, and breathe. And releasing hands to the mat, back to lunge, inhale. And stepping through to down dog, exhale. Take a breath. Walk or step up to the front of your mat. Spinal extension on the inhale. Releasing to the forward fold, exhale. Rolling up. Arms raising, inhaling. And circling hands to your heart, exhale. Pausing, just take a breath. And another. And let's just finish with some stretches. So we're taking arms up and overhead, inhaling. Rolling down, exhale. Hands to shins. Lengthen the spine, inhale. And walking out to down dog as you exhale. We pause, take a breath. And then you're going to bring the right knee towards the right wrist. We're going to come into pigeon, taking a breath in, and relax the back leg out as you exhale. A little length through the spine, inhaling, lower belly in. And then you can start to hinge yourself forwards if it feels comfortable for you. Down to forearms, or maybe further with the arms either extended, or you could have hands stacked one on top of the other, head on the hands. So remember, you're not rolling over onto that right hip. That right hip is not supporting you. You're sort of evenly balanced between the hips. The pelvis is up off the floor. You should get a nice stretch down that right glute, right thigh. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. We're going to press back up into pigeon. Let's stretch off the quad today. So we're going to bend that back knee and take hold of the left foot with the left hand, and just see if you can gently pull that foot in a little for a quad stretch. You could also just use a strap here or a scarf or a tie, something to grab hold of the foot with to bring it a little closer. So just doing some key stretches here after those standing poses, stretching off the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, and we'll add in a twist as well. So just doing some of those key moves and stretches after you've been a little more active. And we're slowly, with control, releasing that back foot, and then you're going to sweep that left leg round so that it's lying out in front of you, but still keep a bend in that right knee. I'll just come to face you. This is where we stretch the hamstrings. So you're taking a breath in here and then hinging yourself forwards as you exhale. Now remember, as many times as you like, well up to 3, spinal extension on the inhale and release to the forward fold as you exhale. So you could do that twice more if you liked. Can just help that stretch reflex kick in. And the exhales and working with the breath does just help you get into that stretch as well. Because you should be listening to the body and working with the body as opposed to working against it and trying to force it into a position that it doesn't want to go in. Extending through the spine again, looking forwards as you inhale, and then coming upright as you exhale. So now here's the twist. So that right knee comes up, and then we just place the right foot the other side of the left knee. Left arm comes around to grab the right side. Spare hand behind, just fingertips to the mat, giving you a little bit of length through the spine as you inhale. And then you can turn to look over that right shoulder as you exhale. And breathe. The twists just help to release some tension through the spine, the shoulders, the hips. They also just put the spine through its paces, so it's, using its range of movements in a positive way. And bringing the gaze back to the front, inhaling, and you can release out of the twist as you exhale. Now, as elegantly as you can, we're coming back to downward facing dog, so just making your way there. And pause for a breath once you get there. And then we've got the left knee coming towards the left wrist as you inhale, and lengthen the back leg as you exhale. Spinal extension here, breath in. And releasing yourself forwards on the exhale to forearms or further if you like. Hands coming back under shoulders, pressing up into pigeon. And then you're going to bend that right knee. See if you can either use the strap or the piece of equipment that you've got, or the hand to take hold of the foot and gently pull it in. And breathe here. With control, letting go of that right foot, and then the right foot sweeps around in front of you. So right foot out long, left knee is still bent. I'll come your way. Breath in here, and releasing forwards as you exhale. Twice more if it feels good. Spinal extension on the inhale. Release to the forward fold on the exhale. Once more. back to your breath. Looking forwards to that foot once more as you inhale, releasing upright, exhale. Last twist, left knee comes up, foot the other side of the right knee, and then it's the right arm sweeping around the thigh, left hand's behind for a little bit of support so you're not leaning into it too much. Length through the spine, breath in, and turning to look over the left shoulder as you exhale. And gently breathe. Gaze looking forwards again as you inhale and release out of the twist as you exhale. Just bringing yourself into a cross-legged sitting position. Just bringing hands to hips here, hands to knees, taking a breath in, and we're just going to hinge forwards again as you exhale. Just one more stretch for the lower back, for the hips, for the glutes or the tops of the glutes. So I'm sort of staying in a more upright position. I'll just turn side on so you can see. So I've just hinged forwards, just really accentuating the stretch more in the lower back. If you wanted more of a stretch for the whole of the back, you could round yourself forwards. So your choice. And slowly releasing yourself back upright. Let's change the cross of the legs. Breath in here, and once more into the forward fold as you exhale. Just a couple more breaths, just to even yourself off. Slowly releasing back upright, just coming to sitting, hands to the knees once more. Just relax the eyes, soften the gaze or close them completely. And just pausing for a few breaths here, noticing any effects of the practice. And then we'll close by bringing hands together in front of the heart, breath in through the nose, bow forwards with a sigh. Namaste. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope to see you again soon.